What is the writer implying in the first paragraph? All those years ago. We do not forget, thought M. Ramotsvi. Our heads may be small, but they are as full of memories as the sky may sometimes be full of swarming bees. Thousands and thousands of memories, of smells, of places, of little things that happen to us and which come back unexpectedly to remind us of who we are. And who am I? I am Precious Ramotsvi, citizen of Botswana, daughter of Obed Ramotsvi, who died because he had been a minor and could no longer breathe. His life was unrecorded. Who is there to write down the lives of ordinary people? What is the writer implying in the first paragraph? Memories need to be recalled to make sure they do not disappear. We have no control over our memories, but they are a part of us. Few people are interested in the lives of ordinary people. Obed Ramotsvi was a most unfortunate man. The right answer is B. We have no control over our memories, but they are a part of us. Our heads may be small, but they are as full of memories as the sky may sometimes be full of swarming bees. Thousands and thousands of memories, of smells, of places, of little things that happen to us and which come back unexpectedly to remind us of who we are. What is suggested about the local boys? I am Obed Ramotsvi, and I was born near Mahalapai in 1930. Mahalapai is halfway between Gaborone and Francistown, on that road that seems to go on forever. It was a dirt road in those days, of course, and the railway line was much more important. The track came down from Bulawayo, crossed into Botswana at Plumtree, and then headed south down the side of the country all the way to Mafeking on the other side. As a boy, I used to watch the trains as they drew up at the siding. They let out great clouds of steam, and we would dare one another to run as close as we could to it. The stoker would shout at us, and the station master would blow his whistle, but they never managed to get rid of us. We hid behind plants and boxes and dashed out to ask for coins from the closed windows of the trains. We saw the white people look out of their windows like ghosts, and sometimes they would toss us one of their Rhodesian pennies, large copper coins with a hole in the middle, or we were lucky a tiny silver coin we called a tiki, which could buy us a small tin of syrup. What is suggested about the local boys? They often try to rob the people. The railway employees had little control over how they behaved. They were reluctant to get too close to the railway track. The passengers were rather irritated by their presence. The right answer is the railway employees had little control over how they behaved. The stoker would shout at us and the station master would blow his whistle, but they never managed to get rid of us. When talking about Mahalapai, Obed paints a picture of Mahalapai was a struggling village of huts made of brown, some baked mud bricks and a few tin-roofed buildings. These belonged to the government or the railways, and they seemed to us to represent distant, unattainable luxury. There was a school run by an old Anglican priest and a white woman whose face had been half destroyed by the sun. They both spoke Setswana, which was unusual, but they taught us in English, insisting on the pain of a thrashing that we left our own language outside in the playground. On the other side of the road was the beginning of the plain that stretched out into the Kalahari. It was a featureless land cluttered with low thorn trees on the branches, of which there perched the hornbills and the fluttering molopes with their long trailing tail feathers. It was a world that seemed to have no end. And that, I think, is what made Africa in those days so different. There was no end to it. A man could walk or ride forever, and he would never get anywhere.